I had for signal lights on the back of this rat rod, this old rockabilly rat right here, and I'm not liking them because they're just a little too shiny and, you know, bright and shiny for this old rig. And so some of you seen, I picked up these old copper flashlights from out of the 30s, and I decided to mount my signal lights in there. And I got the whole thing tore apart. I got my little signal light off of there and all the guts ripped out of it, and I found everything that I need to go back together. And I've got my amber bulbs here, and I'm going to put this little socket inside of this little flashlight, and that's going to become my signal lights. And I haven't decided yet. I'm going to get rid of what I haven't decided yet is if I'm going to use these little guys and nut those up real tight and mount the flashlight with that. Those are pretty heavy duty, but this is also made for that, and I think that's what I'm going to use. And it's got this little base here on the side of that I can cut off there, and that goes up against the side of the bed, and this is a little gasket goes under it, and that worked real well before, so I think I'll just repeat that but put it inside this flashlight. And I'll probably get a bunch of comments about how I should do this and shouldn't do it or whatever, but I appreciate everybody's input. That's not the point, but the point is that so far everything on this truck has come out of my head, and that might be a scary place, but that's how I want it. So I think yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mount these old flashlights on here, and those will become my turn signals. And I'll let you know how it goes. Well, I cut that little mounting bracket out of this housing, and there it is, and that's what will go up against the bed of the truck with that gasket under it. And then this side is kind of rounded in just the right shape to go up on the outside of that flashlight, and the other side's rounded and goes up on the inside of the flashlight. And nut that down good and tight, and I think I'll have myself a rat rod signal light. To be continued. Well, there we have it. And I'm liking that. I'm liking that a whole bunch. Kind of wish that I had drilled my hole a little further back so that this came out more even with this, but I don't know, at the same time it'll kind of be protected, and you know, who really cares? But I just kind of massaged that little bracket in there. I had to change the angle of that socket a little bit to get my bulb centered. But I'm liking that. Yeah, that's going to work. I wanted to keep the clear glass and the clear lens in the flashlight, and so I did. And that's worked out good. There's a little spring in there where the battery goes up against that spring when you put two flashlight batteries in there, and that bulb kind of rests on that, and it keeps it from jumping around in there. It's almost perfectly centered. I don't think you can beat that with a big old stick. Matter of fact, I know this old hair-legged old rat rodder up in Maine that might even say it's wicked cool. We'll see. Anyway, that's just what I'm into, and yeah, I got everything torn apart here. I should just turn the other side over there and dump in all that here too. That was a real mess. So I'm gonna put that together and see what it looks like, and I think I'll like it, and I'm the one that counts.